Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Okay, I just wanted to go into a quick lesson, going into this article where it says Donald Trump threatens to illegally revoke citizenship of TV host Rosie O'Donnell. And the point of it, me going into this is not the fact that he's so much as finna, this even came up about him revoking someone's citizenship, but more so the fact of if he's doing this to people that was born over here in Babylon the Great, America, and she seems to be an Edomite, how much more when it comes to the persecution of the prophets. And I'm going to just read the first two paragraphs. It says, President Donald Trump said he is seriously considering revoking Rosie O'Donnell's U.S. citizenship, even though that would be both illegal and unconstitutional. The chief and commander, 79 years old, described the comedian and TV host as a threat to humanity, Salakia, in a scathing post on his social media platform, Truth Social, on Saturday, July the 12th. Because of the fact that Rosie O'Donnell is not in the best interest of our great country, I am giving serious consideration to taking away her citizenship, Trump wrote. She is a threat to humanity and should remain in the wonderful country of Ireland if they want her. God bless America. Right. As he mentioned, O'Donnell is living in Ireland, and she moved there at the beginning of this year after Trump returned to the White House. So I had did a search on who she was because I didn't know who she was at all. And it said Rosie O'Donnell, she's an American talk show host and comedian. She's 63 years old, so she's not too much further behind him, about, 18-year gap. Wait, did it say I forgot how old it said he was. Now I done lost it. Okay, I don't go to it. I think it said he was 79 years old, if I'm not mistaken. I can just look it up. But like I said, she was born in Commack, New York. So she was born over here in Babylon the Great, and she's a U.S. citizen, like it said, and he's considering revoking her citizenship. Now it says she's 63 years old. Okay, and he's 79 years old. So they're not too far apart. And he's considering revoking her citizenship. And she was born and raised over here in Babylon the Great. American, and she's an American citizen, And let's get just a little bit about her. Okay, born in New York. Wow. And I didn't even know this about her. It said O'Donnell came out as a les in 2002, an outspoken advocate for les rights and that adoption issue. She is a foster and adoptive mother. Let's just get early life. She was born in New York, third of 5 children. Her father immigrated from Donegal, Ireland during his childhood, and her mother was Irish American. And that's probably also where it's coming from too, where it's stemming from. But she's a U.S. citizen. So like I said, if he's considering revoking her citizenship, how much more for the prophets? How much more for the elect? The men of the Lord. And he says she's a threat to humanity. Now, I don't know what she did, what she said, or anything like that, and it doesn't even matter. I really don't even care about, who she is and what she stands for, whatever. We already got an idea of who she is and what she stands for anyway. But this is just for more so about what's coming for the men of the Lord. If they're doing that to their own citizens, how much more for us? So this is this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear nothing that you are about to suffer. Beware that the devil is about to throw some of you into prison, that you may be tested in your faith. And for 10 days you will have tribulation. Be faithful to the point of death, if you must die for your faith, and I will give you the crown consisting of life. And that's something we have to always remember. We have to remember this scripture. We have to remember this. We have to remember Revelations 3, and I'm just get to the point of it, verse 10. It says, because you have kept the word of my endurance, my command to persevere, I will keep you safe from the hour of trial, that hour which is about to come on the whole inhabited world, to test those who live on the earth. Right. And the MOTB is coming, and all these things that Trump is coming out saying, about revoking citizenships. How much more if he say he gonna start, anybody who doesn't take it needs to be severely punished or, locked up, this, that, and the third. We don't know exactly how it's gonna play out when it comes. We don't know exactly how things are gonna go down, but we know that you won't be able to operate in modern day society. As the scriptures say, you won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to operate in a society that's being built. And like I said, we already know that they know about the Israelites. They know about us. They know about our individual lives. They know about who we are, our families, where we work. They know everything about us. They already got files and information on us. So, and when that time comes, we don't know, which of us are going to be in those situations where we, be locked up or whatever the case may be. But no matter what, we know that we're going to have to, we are commanded to endure to the end. And just remember that Yahweh Shah was in that situation too. Remember, the government of Rome, the Romans, the Edomites, they had information on him, knowing about him, his whereabouts, where he was going, and had his own people, the Pharisees and Sadducees, and a lot of the wicked of our nation against him, to the point to where they wanted him killed. They wanted him dead. And this is what Yahweh Shah had to go through as well. And we are going to have to go through it as well. But Yahweh Shah said he's going to keep us safe, and he's going to keep our minds safe so that we don't compromise, so that we don't lose our integrity when we at our lowest state, no matter what position you're in, whether you high or low, you keep your integrity, and keep your faithfulness unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. It's a reward for that. Yahweh Shah understood the assignment, and he understands the assignment we're going to have to go through, and he's going to be here with us to help us. But like I said, just bringing out the article of saying if people who was born over here in Babylon the Great and is considered a citizen, if Trump is talking about revoking citizenship for them, and that's what he want to do for whatever reason why he came out and said it, just imagine, for whatever reason why he said she's a threat to humanity, just imagine when it comes to us, with us not being on the side of Babylon the Great and constantly prophesizing about the downfall of this place. They're going to come after us. But we have to be faithful unto death, if it requires us to lose our life for it. We have to think about our forefathers that was in life or death situations, and they had to keep their faith to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Hebrews chapter 11. And they are remembered in history for it. They are remembered in history for righteousness. So we have the opportunity to be in that same stead, So I just wanted to go into that, make a quick lesson about that, it was exhorting, quick exhortation. But just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Until next time, shalom.